You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey GH fans, it's Belinda from Soap Dirt, and I have got your 2-week spoilers for the ABC soap opera. These run from Monday, February 12th, all the way through Friday, February 23rd, which, by the way, is the last full week of February sweeps, and they are doing it upright. They've had a lot of sweeps actions. I mean, we lost Spencer, and going into this week, there is big, scary stuff that's related to the mob. I think they're doing a sweeps pretty well over there. Hey, if you haven't already, please reach down and click subscribe so you don't miss any of our updates. I will say that while sweeps has been exciting, I'm still much looking forward to the new writing regime whose work we should be seeing, probably six or so weeks from now. We'll see, because usually writers have like 10 weeks of scripts done, which means even after they got fired, we would have, 2.5 months of their work already done if they've shot it. Or maybe they're so unhappy with the work, maybe they will scrap it and have the other writers just work faster. We're just going to have to keep an eye on those writing credits so we know exactly when the transition of power happens. Now let's dive into these 2-week spoilers. Monday, February 12th, Carly and Drew find out that Nina is planning to start a rival fashion magazine. Carly told Drew she wanted to let go of this whole revenge game, but I'm betting this reveal could change her mind. Sonny thinks Dex Heller is the traitor, and I mean, to some extent he's right. Dex is a traitor of sorts. He is an inside man, but he's Michael's inside man. So Sonny has some goons pick Dex up and shove him in a car, and they take him out into the middle of nowhere. Gregory Chase has a very frank and open conversation with Tracy Quartermaine, and Trina Robinson is completely overwhelmed by her grief over losing Spencer Cassadine. And speaking of Nicholas, Laura and Kevin have a really important decision to make, because it looks like Nicholas is going to be behind bars for a while, and baby Ace needs some legal guardians. Tuesday, February 13th, we have Molly finding out that Christina is dating Blaze, and of course Blaze is still in the closet, and now Christina's pregnant, and boy, this is getting really complicated, messy, and soapy. Carly has a realization on Tuesday, and Liz Weber spends some time catching up with her ex-mother-in-law, Laura Spencer. Ava is lonely and goes trying to find somebody to be a friend to her, and Dex is in hot water. He has been taken out to the Pine Barrens, which is where they do bad mob things and bury bodies, and Sonny flat out tells him, I know you've got an offshore account. I know you're getting payments, and I'm not going to let you, take out my family like this. He thinks he is the inside man. And I did a standalone video on this that I will try to remember to put at the end, but he is ready to die to preserve the secret. So kind of scary, and going to be really tense for the people that care about Dex, because there are people that do care about him in town. Wednesday, February 14th, Valentine's Day. Yay. There's a little bit of romance. There's going to be some. Maxie and Sasha are out at the Savoy on a double date with Spinelli and Cody, and Maxie opens up to Sasha. I wonder if she's got the yips, if she's a little concerned about getting involved with Spinelli, just because they are friends and they have family in common, and it could get really messy if it doesn't work out. Portia celebrates her anniversary with Curtis Ashford. Looks like 1 year of marriage is behind them, although a lot of that year they spent apart. Maybe year 2 will go more smoothly. Sam and Dante find out that Danny Morgan is having some troubles, and Chase and BLQ enjoy some fireworks, and maybe this is for their rehearsal dinner. Maybe it's the Coney Island extravaganza. And Sonny is completely enraged on Wednesday. I have to wonder if either Michael or Jocelyn are going to show up to save Dex and just reveal that Michael hired him, just to save his life when Dex is unwilling to save his own life. Because on Thursday, February 15th, we have a spoiler that says Joss is very determined about something, and I think that is maybe saving Dex. Dante and Jordan get some upsetting news on Thursday. Nina is offered offered an intriguing opportunity. Maybe she doesn't need to start her own magazine. Maybe she's going to get an offer to take over the editorship of a competing magazine, because we do know they do have a competing magazine. I can't remember the name of it, but they've talked about it before on the show. We have a James Patrick Stewart alert. He is back as Valentine Cassadine, and he and Anna have scenes. He is on a 6 months leave of absence, but it looks like he's showing up to film little snippets here and there to kind of make his absence as seamless as possible. Going into the end of the coming week, Friday, February 16th, Ava has some advice for Jocelyn. Maybe it's advice on how to deal with mob stuff. And Cyrus tells Laura that he will protect Nicholas. That indicates to me Nicholas is headed to Pentonville prison, probably. Alexis tries to reassure Sam, who's worked up about something, probably Danny. And Sonny issues a warning to someone. Gotta be somebody involved in this whole Dex situation. It seems like Anna spends some time strategizing with Dante and Jordan Ashford. All right, the week of February 19th through the 23rd. This is the one that's the last full week of sweep spoilers. We're expecting big things. We're going to find out more about Jagger Cate's agenda and whether he's really in town to protect Sonny from the shooter or maybe use him as bait. Now that I've heard him talking, I don't necessarily think he is the shooter, but I think he would totally be willing to put Sonny's life on the line to use him to try and trap the shooter. Dex Heller is going to survive the week prior, but his secret about Michael is probably going to be exposed, and that means he is probably without a job and on the outs with Sonny, and we know how much Dex really cares about Sonny. I just wonder if Sonny's going to have both Dex and Nina saying, take me back, you know, because he's definitely going to be feeling betrayed by both of them very, very soon. Anna, Dante, and Jordan are rushing to try and crack the case before Sonny gets shot and taken out. The FBI doesn't care about him, but the local cops do. With Dex being held and interrogated, I also wonder if the other guys in the Corinthos cartel lowered their guard because they thought the culprit was caught and maybe there's other stuff at risk. Nina and Carly are both confronted with decisions about continuing their feud or just moving on with life. And by the time these spoilers all play out, these 2 weeks of spoilers, just by the way, there will only be 5 episodes left before Jason Morgan comes back to General Hospital. But of course, we're still waiting to see if he turns up in Port Charles, in Greece, or somewhere else. Meanwhile, Drew's behavior continues to darken and spiral in advance of his twins' resurrection. They are making Drew look bad, which to me does not bode well for his future once his twin is back on the scene. And Jason and Sam, Sonny, Danny having issues are things he needs his dad for, and his dad is back on March 4th. All right, those are all the spoilers I have for these 2 weeks. If you haven't already, please reach down, click subscribe. Definitely drop your comments and come back soon. We are here talking General Hospital 7 days a week. And as always, it's Belinda from Soap Dirt.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.